taking that. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss the death, friend protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Trouble something 96. You a shook one, breathe and know the ledge. I'm your what's that?
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing
now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
These two. Let's go now.
They go play action here on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Take two of them.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
rusher from a season ago. It's Alex Collins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, Collins looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And it's fielded at the 34. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Forced out to his left. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, sometimes we give a lot of these running backs credit for being good receivers, and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell's a full member of the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether he's split out of the backfield or not.
Well, no doubt he can catch it, coming off a career-high 85 receptions in 2017. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. He was 2nd in the NFL last year with 6 interceptions. This time, not only the interception, but also 6 points.
And it's just so difficult to go get the football in this league because people are so proficient in the passing game. It's not easy at all to read patterns, to break on the football, catch the ball, and take it the other way. Yeah, when you have a guy like that on your team, you feel really good about his efforts.
Now it's Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Set. Black 80.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. 23 yards on the play.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
First, they go right back to Collins. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And able to find John Brown. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, Jackson being chased out left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Over! All right, here we go.
And now he'll tuck it and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
All right, now, look at 56. Look.
He'll get it up the middle, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Jackson now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. John Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now Roethlisberger to throw.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here's Collins. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
No, check, Patriot, gun.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Gun!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Steps away to his left. This is intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Finding some room at midfield. It's complete to Brown, right side. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Roethlisberger now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Check nickel.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Jackson on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Buck Allen, his running back that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson going to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. He may try and run for this. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Throw left side taken in by Washington. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Shifts past him at the 45. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. This is Collins on the handoff. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Jackson on 2nd down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They go play action here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him for a loss of 5. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. Now Jackson operating from the gun. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now it's Patterson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Caught here by Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Here we go.
Roethlisberger now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Ben to throw again. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll go down at the 28. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. For Brown, that's his 5th catch. So 5 catches over 50 yards. You might as well set your watch to that. He does it every game.
Think about 2013. The only player in NFL history to have at least 5 catches and at least 50 yards in every single game in an NFL season. So that's not just talent. That's durability. That's dependability. That's a guy who really wants to play each and every week.
Here's Roethlisberger. Out to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Roethlisberger. Escape, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Terrell Suggs. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Roethlisberger will throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Blue 30! Whirl!
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Washington. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On third down, this is Collins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is. But how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
There's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches, holds a number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Terrell Suggs in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down.
Hey, son! 180!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Well, hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They run with Pumphrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
319! Hot! Hot! You ain't doing nothing today.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game. But they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had its share of troubles in this one.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will get them one closer. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now Collins. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Everyone come forward. Hold on. SOS.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Ravens, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.